That with doing some workout in the living room with a water bottle and a pillow for 15 minutes 3 times a week, you're gonna look like the influencer that goes to the gym for 2 hours a day and has that ass and abs that she's promising you for her program. What's going on, guys, and welcome to the channel. Today we're going to be going over my 5 basic core principles so that you can be able to set, attain, and maintain any goal you set forth in your life now or in the future, because how we do one thing is how we do everything, and the same basic steps, principles, habits, routines, and disciplines will be able to give you the power, the strength, and the courage to be able to take on bigger, higher levels of self-growth, self-awareness, and success. My first core principle is having a realistic approach to achieving this goal. You're going to see a lot of marketing, media, and bullshit out there. People trying to use your weakness, your need, you being in the rut to tell you that with $1,000, you're going to be a millionaire in a year. That with doing some workout in the living room with a water bottle and a pillow for 15 minutes 3 times a week, you're going to look like the influencer that goes to the gym for 2 hours a day and has that ass and abs that she's promising you for her program. So you want to have a realistic approach to the plan so that you're not disheartened, that you don't have results in a week or 10 days or 6 months, whether you're trying to build a business, you're trying to purchase a home, you're trying to start a company, you're trying to get fit, you're trying to accomplish something into a sport. Have a realistic approach through your research, through a mentor, through a community, so that you understand the process of your goal. My second core principle is going to be stacking small wins on a daily basis. This is the most important of all of them, because this is what gives you the confidence. This is what gives you the feeling of success. This is what gives you the power. This is what gives you the feeling of knowing that you are in control of you and your emotional responses, of your impulsive reactions, of how you wake up, of how you think, of how you act, of how you go to bed, and that all these external factors in the world that usually become an obstacle, stress us out, put us down, cause depression, make us give excuses of why we can't complete something or achieve something, they're going to be vanished out of the way, because you understand that you are in control of your life. And all those external things are going to come and go, but as long as you stack your small wins, whether it's going to be reading, whether it's going to be saving a couple bucks, whether it's going to be phone calls, whether it's going to be a walk, whether it's going to be a certain amount of meals, whatever it is, on a daily basis, those are what are going to add up to that big win in the end. Everybody thinks that it's going to be a lucky break or a lottery ticket or meeting the right person that's going to give them that huge change in life, and that's just not the fact, because you have to be able to become what you are in that process to be able to achieve and maintain that in the end. Because if you're given it, you're going to lose it anyway because you didn't build the habit. So stacking the wins on a daily basis and making sure that you know you're on track and that you are appreciative and grateful for putting in that effort is what's going to give you the energy and the inspiration to continue, because motivation doesn't last. Stack the small wins on a daily basis. My third core principle is going to be preparation. This is very, very important, because a lot of people take an easy approach to their goals, okay? There's a big difference between something that's important to you and something that's urgent to you. When something's urgent, you get it done. So you have to think of your goal as a priority. You have to be able to set time aside and prepare to be able to succeed on a daily basis, whether it's your food shopping, your food prep, time to walk, non-negotiable times to go to the gym, non-negotiable times to read, non-negotiable times to get online to watch that seminar for your class to be able to get those credits, non-negotiable times to be able to meet those people that are in that industry that you're trying to be able to break into or to make that social networking event. You have to make sure that it's a priority to you. If you wing it, you're not going to get anywhere, and those old habits are going to creep up and steal everything you worked for away from you. My fourth core principle is going to be environment, and this one is a huge one. People, places, and things. Same thing they tell people in alcohol and drug addiction recovery. You have to be very mindful to make sure that your environment is conducive so that you can succeed in your goals. If you're trying to get rid of some fat on your body, but you're still buying all that junk food and storing it in your house, you're ruining your environment. If you're trying to get out of your lazy ways, procrastination, not getting anywhere in life, but you're still hanging out with those same friends that complain, they're naysayers, they're negative, always wasting their time gossiping, you're not going to get very far. If you're trying to save money to build up a business, create something, but you're watching 6 hours of Netflix every day after work and spending money at the mall on stupid shit you don't need, you're not going to get very far. You have to be very mindful that you make a conducive environment that's going to be there to nourish you and nurture you so that you can be able to grow and achieve your goal and not let you put anything that's self-inflicted in the way. My fifth core principle is going to be accountability. Now, however you see that, whether it's joining a community, getting a coach, finding a mentor, getting a friend to join you on your plan to achieve the same or similar goal, or anybody who's just trying to make change in your life, you need to find people or a person that you can be accountable to, because it's very easy for you behind closed doors to push the fucking button and say, I'm gonna take this nap. I'm gonna watch more Netflix. I'm not gonna show up to that interview. I'm not gonna read this book. I'm not gonna go to the gym. I'm not gonna eat this healthy meal. I'd rather have a fucking ice cream today. But when you have somebody that you're accountable to, you're working with a team, you feel like somebody's there supporting you, and it's a non-biased person that's outside of your immediate circle. Because sometimes it's hard for us to be able to tell our partner or our family or our colleagues or our close friends these sensitive things because we attach guilt and shame with them. So having accountability with somebody is going to set you up to be able to get through those moments when you're sitting there with the choice of, should I do what I'm supposed to do, or am I just going to push the fucking button today and just call it quits? And that usually ends up being days of that, and sometimes somebody completely quitting, relapsing and going back to their old habits and starting from scratch, which we all know. And I'm the first person to tell you, I've done it before. It took me a long time to be able to recognize that I was in my own way. So being accountable to other people, keeping your word to yourself and keeping your word to other people. Let's go over those 5 core principles one more time. Having a realistic approach to your goals to make sure that you understand that the journey is going to take some time, but it's well worth it. Because when you learn these traits and you have these habits instilled in you, you can apply this to anything else in life and achieve it in the same manner. The second part is stacking the small wins. This is what's going to give you the confidence. Be very, very mindful that every single day you have all these things that you stack, no matter how small it is. It's going to be your food. It's going to be your walk. It's going to be a phone call. It's going to be reading a certain amount of pages. It's going to be watching a podcast. It's going to be going to the gym. It's going to be eating healthy. It's going to be making 3 phone calls to tell people that you're grateful for them. Whatever that may be, that's going to let you know that you are in control and that you are a confident, capable, willing person that gets shit done. The third part is going to be your environment, okay? Making sure that you're not self-sabotaging yourself with the wrong people in the wrong places and putting the wrong things around you. You don't want to be the reason that you lose. Let the outside world give you all the stress, but you are not going to be the person that puts yourself in that losing position. The fourth part of that is going to be preparation. You want to make sure that you have a certain budget of time or money or energy to be able to put into your goal. Have a plan of what you're going to do during the week before the week starts. Otherwise, you're just going to wing it. Preparation is very, very important. Anybody that you see successful at anything in life is prepared long before that day starts, that week starts, whatever it's going to be for that year, those goals. They're written down, they're thought about, they're executed, they're discussed with the people in their life, and they make sure that they get there step by step, and that everything else that's going to come along the way is not going to push them out of their way. The fifth one is going to be accountability. Make sure you find somebody, a group, a person, a mentor, a coach to be accountable to so that you don't feel uncomfortable when you're down. You want to be able to have somebody that's been through this or knows how to get you out of that so that you can be able to stick to your plan and not have to feel like you're hiding your journey from the people that are around you. And that's okay. Some of us don't want to be able to tell everybody in our circle, in our family, in our colleagues, or even the person that you live with that you're feeling a certain way. It's going to take some time for you to be able to find when you're open about your position with where you are in life. But finding somebody or a group of people to be accountable to is a sure way to get you through those tough moments. Thank you guys for watching. If any of you have any coaching inquiries, you can follow the link for my Instagram, for my DM, for my email to be able to contact me directly, and I can give you further options or my best advice to you. Make sure that you like, share, and subscribe to the channel.